Howdy everybody! Welcome to this month's Godslayer vlog. You know, maybe one day I'll remember what number we're on. It's been a busy time. So anyway, as you can see, at the beginning of this I was still working on basically UV unwrapping a lot of my environments for texturing purposes. So here I am. What I ended up doing for anything that I didn't need to animate is I brought it into Substance Painter and used their auto unwrap, which is actually like pretty good. That way I didn't have to like think too hard about it. Although I did have to do this like main platform manually just so that I wouldn't get like textures overlapping weirdly. Oh boy, that was a fun time because the geometry on that is just a total train wreck. I barely knew what I was doing modeling wise for making that, so the topology is just total shit. Anyway, yeah. I actually quite like UV unwrapping, but what you're taking a peek at now is me testing out some toon shading because the final look of the film is going to be toon shaded with line art. I'm basically trying to get it looking as 2D as I can because in my heart of hearts I wanted to do 2D animation, but alas. So yeah, what I'm basically doing here is manually making an outline by using a black surface shader that's slightly larger and turning off whatchamacallit, two-sided faces so that you can only see the surface shader on the inside, but it's wrapped around the outside of the model. It's really weird to explain, but yeah, I basically went in and tested this. I went a little bit too ham testing the outlines on some of this, but it was still pretty fun to work on. I'm not sure if it's gonna be the final way that I do surface shading or do my outlines, because like Arnold could do it faster with the toon shader, but also I can't figure out how to use Arnold because I've literally never rendered in my life. So yeah, before I hop into what this is, I'm basically building my environment for my layout pass of the film. I was actually making a custom shader before that basically only calculated like 2 colors of shadow and light, so that was fun. Anyway, yeah, so now we're at the point where I was working on my layout pass for the film, which was kind of the big project this month. The entire point of a layout pass is basically to block everything out in a film and put it all in the right place, pose it, time it, and that is it. It's not at all like pretty, but this is where you can start to see things coming together. I had a hell of a time with my layout pass because, oh boy, it took me 32 hours total. I didn't actually record the entire layout pass because it just would have been easier for me. It was just easier not to record the whole thing because, yeah, as I mentioned, 32 hours of me just posing characters and putting them in place and timing it out. So yeah, also me finding out that like some of my rigs were totally broken is a good time. But yeah, so I basically recorded this like shot with Ace throwing the hourglass, just so that I had something to show off for y'all. Yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything else with this. The next phase after layout pass is blocking, which we're going to be having done by the start of December, which is the end of the semester for me. So we should hopefully be seeing a blocking pass as well soon. I'll also be posting the layout pass to Patreon for y'all to take a look at. That's gonna actually remain Patreon exclusive. So if you do want to see the layout pass, you can head on over there. Yeah, a lot of like working on this layout pass was me basically beating things into shape because I barely had functioning rigs. So this part is filmed after the layout pass where I was going in and fixing my rigs. I basically somehow, because I did this part on stream where I was attaching the controls for Death's rig to his joints. I did it on stream and I accidentally connected some shit wrong. So I had to go in and fix that, and I also had to go in and rebuild both characters' eye aims because I totally built those wrong. And it's just like a total mess. But alas. So you see me going in and basically fixing things and also finally hooking up like the master control for those curves. And at this point I'm also doing some fixes to my layout pass. I had a note of basically not revealing like gameplay footage until after Ace has gotten up. So I pretty much just got rid of that one shot and then edited, put my motion back in for the other. So yeah, that's a fun time. Here you can see me fixing Ace's hands because they were doing some weird things with like some of his thumbs. Also me trying to set up IK handles and giving up because we had some like weird double transformations going on. We fixed them now, but now I'm struggling with building an IK-FK switch. So that's a good old time. At this point, yeah, I worked on a whole bunch of stuff this month. I'm now actually sketching the blend shapes for Ace's face, which is basically all the shapes that I'll be sculpting for his expressions that I'll control on a little slider. So that's a fun time. Some of them look a little bit janky because obviously I'm only changing one part of the body at once. But yeah, you can see me going in and doing this. I want to refine a lot of these blend shapes because they're kind of just like good enough. And I was kind of like barely getting the hang of anything for this. So it's an interesting time. And yeah, phone, can you not right now? Oh goodness. It's me stopping recording my footage and starting recording my footage. For some reason I have Duolingo. Did I record me? Oh no, I know what I did there. Okay, here's a fun Easter egg, because I had this sitting in my recording folder by accident. Duolingo got a new voice actor for Japanese, and the new voice actor is kind of ridiculous. So yeah, I don't know what the hell all that footage was. I could edit it out, but I think it's more fun to keep it in here, because I'm just doing my voiceover in post. Oh my goodness, what am I working on now? I think I'm trying to fix my rig. Oh god, I'm trying to do shot revisions, and I have like transformations on some things that I shouldn't, so some of Ace's face is broken. So I just gave up and I went back to working on his blend shapes. Oh my goodness. This is a hell of a month, everybody. Oh my goodness. Hello! Thank you for staying to the end of the video. That's super cool of you. I hope you've been enjoying getting to see me work on my thesis film, because it's been nuts. But most importantly, thank you so much to my Patreon supporters. Y'all make this possible, you make ends meet during college, and you help validate my art pursuits. So without further ado, thank you to my pursuers, Big Print, Bonnie Schnabel, Danny Jones, and Holly King, my Voidwalkers, Lisa Bambachi and Scarlett Brooks, my Nightmare Eater, David Umiet, my Mythic Sparks, Dakota, welcome to the gang, it's super cool to have you, and of course thank you to 𝐃𝐢𝐬𝐜𝐿 and Sadie Hartman, our other Mythic Sparks. So yeah, if you want to also support my work, you can pledge on Patreon, or you can come hang out in one of my Twitch streams, or just come hang out in the Discord server. We got a lovely community of artists and creators of all kinds, And also we're doing a intra-medium gift exchange for this holiday season, and you can sign up until November 20th. So if that's up your alley, come join the Discord server. It should be linked down in the description below. And with that, bye-bye everyone!